but Paul still trusted him as Paul got closer. John suddenly hugged his small frame. His other hand reached straight down below. Dell rushed up in panic upon seeing this, but John wouldn't stop, squeezed even harder, so hard that the ceiling bulb exploded. Only then did John let go. But wait, he started coughing violently, and from his throat some kind of substance burst out like a hive, exploding, then vanishing like it never existed after releasing it. John was drained, asked to rest a bit to recover his manner. Paul still hadn't recovered mentally. He felt like he got a system update. Paul slowly entered the restroom, and then, surprise, surprise, it was Paul's most satisfying and comfortable pee in 10 years. Returned home in a joyful mood, Paul suddenly found his wife strangely attractive. Male hormones surged like a tide by 8 p.m. that neither was determined to teach his wife to pronounce the alphabet from A to Z in 19 years. Paul had never had such a happy night, and to repay John's favor, Paul decided to visit lawyer Hammersmith, one who once defended John in this case. Reopened the case in hopes of finding some proof to prove that John was innocent, contrary to Paul's expectations. That lawyer never really wanted to defend John. In his eyes, black men were no different than dogs, normally harmless, but once they go rabid, they could bite at any moment. Hammersmith didn't deny that John was a good man, but he didn't believe John was good full time. After hearing that, Paul knew this guy was racist, so he still held his belief that John was a good man with decades in the job. Paul knew what bad people looked like, and John definitely wasn't one of them. Neither were Dell and his mouse, but that guy Bill Wharton? Absolutely. Day after day, Bill tried every way to provoke the guards. This dude got so arrogant even the guards lost count of how many times they threw him into solitary. But sometimes Bill was kinda useful. Once he scared Percy so bad he nearly peed himself. Percy, once full of pride, feared nothing and no one, but now Percy couldn't raise his voice. Luckily, Paul was a good man and promised Percy that what happens in Green Mile stays in Green Mile. Thought from then on that kid would learn to respect elders. But nope, and on one fine day while Paul was giving Dell a little talk before his execution, before the man was taken out for execution, suddenly Percy spotted